Like, it's never going to happen. You must be kidding me. I went into Nuggets Live and that shit was out of control. And look what happened. No, 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 no. I manage my lives. I have spoken about how I felt about that. And I told you guys, I have moved on. I'm not interested in talking about that anymore. If they're still talking about that, great. They'll have that conversation without me. They will have that conversation without me. Haha. I'm not like I know Pat. I know Pat. Pat is a mutual of mine, and I still say no. I've been asked to join so many people's lives, and the answer, sweethearts, I'm just going to say this. Record me, please. I will never go in a live that I do not feel protected in. I have my own live, and I'm doing what I want to do with it. I gave that conversation 3 days of my life. I damn near lost my voice, and I do not. It was a very traumatic experience for me. I was extremely triggered for 3 days straight. I had to bring myself, I had to do a lot of shadow work. I had to bring myself back to my body, having that very toxic conversation in the way it was handled. That was an abusive and violent live that I was in. And what I learned is that I will never go into a space that is not being handled properly, so that someone can diminish me in character and abuse me. That is never going to happen, guys. I am not there for someone's entertainment or abuse. No one will punch up on me ever. Ever. And what I will suggest to you guys is you never, 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 never let someone punch up on you. And I think it's sick for someone to ask me to put myself in a situation where people are going to try to punch up on me and I'm not going to be protected. Are you kidding me? You must be mad. Nobody's live, Pink Lady. None. My live only. My space. And I can control what's happening here. I have given space for 3 days straight. 3 days. If you haven't gotten all the answers that you desire, you're going to have to come to terms with that. You're going to have to come to terms with that. No, I will not be talking to anyone offline. I will not talk to anyone offline anymore. I held myself open for 3 days straight. I welcomed everyone into my live, including Itty Bitty, and all I've gotten from some of the indigenous community, the Aboriginal community in Australia, is a lot of disrespect. So no.
Hi, Miss Mom. I'm not going to stay long. I'm not. I just want to let the people know I have said it in the comments, and Ray has said it multiple times. I don't care if Jesus himself asks Ray to go into a live. She has her own platform. She can speak on her own platform.
If you just give it a minute and stop reacting all the time. As soon as somebody offends you, react. I got to fight back. Hold some space. And I'm going to say this. I'm going to say it because I think people need to hear it. Black women are dehumanized. I said it. They want our voice a lot of times, but they don't respect it when we're speaking. They don't respect it when we are hurting. They don't hold space for us to grow. People dehumanize Black women. Our bodies, our voices, no matter, it seems to me, no matter how educated we are, no matter how hard we have fought to be in the places we are now welcomed into, when we talk about feelings and pain, people get uncomfortable because they've been taught to dehumanize Black women. The minute that we raise our voice, oh, you're aggressive, you're loud. No. We are human beings. We are human beings having lived experience, living through trauma, our own personal trauma. Thank you, Sharika, because I held space for you. I let you calm down and you came back and you showed who you truly are. And I love you for that. Black women are human beings and we're allowed to misstep and come back just like everybody else.
Hi.
Hi.
I just want to say I'm seeing a lot of white people inserting themselves into these spaces. And I'm talking about truly white people that need to stay the hell out of the entire conversation. I'm also seeing a lot of anti-Blackness, which is not okay. And you know, it's just not okay. I'm seeing a lot of anti-Blackness. I'm seeing a lot of silencing of our voices. I can't speak on the live. I wasn't there. You know, I don't know what happened in there, but what I'm seeing is this is devolving into a situation where white people feel empowered to speak over us, to bash Indigenous creators they don't like, to bash Black creators that they don't like. And I just wanted to say, white people, you need to stay out of it. You need to mind your business. Do not pit Black and brown creators against each other. And we don't need your opinion. It is not welcomed. It's not needed. And you do not have any place to speak on Black and brown issues. You need to stay in your lane. And that's all I wanted to say.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Did y'all hear that? That's an Indigenous woman telling white women to stay in their lane.
No, I'm Black. I'm Black. Sorry.
Oh, I thought you said, oh, okay. Sorry. Well, a Black woman telling you to stay in your lane, and this ain't it. And I agree 1000%. This is not your lane. This is a conversation. For me, it's a Black conversation because white passing and white, well, this conversation, we ain't going back there. This conversation for me is about respecting Black women also. Stop dehumanizing us. We have emotions, we have feelings, we have thoughts. But hey, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Letha. So, moving on. And yes, Native women too. Like, listen, I think people are confused what my space is. So let me break it down to you. I'm a Black woman. My space is for Black women. I occasionally will open it up to all women because some of these issues that we're facing is an all woman issue. But my space is to uplift Black women. So what you will see happening here is the upliftment of Black women. The last 3 days, I opened up my space to the Indigenous community to have dialogue. But that is not my everyday space. I welcome the Indigenous community. I actually want to invite you guys to sit in, but my space is really for Black women. That's it. Like I hold space for them. We have a right to have a space that is safe for us to speak about the issues that are plaguing us. That this space is not for you. You're looking for me to make you feel better, and that is not my responsibility. I'm not here to make every Indigenous woman feel comfortable around me. This is my space. How many times do I need to say this? It's annoying at this point. This is my space. If you don't feel resolved in this space, you don't feel heard in this space, find another space where you can feel heard and resolved. But I'm not going to give you what you're looking for, because what you want me to do is be punished. And I will not be punished by you, a total stranger who does not know me. You and the unmitigated gall for you to believe that I have to answer to you. This is unreal to me. I can't even fathom this egotistical responses. It's sick to me. Take yourself to wherever you are from and go into that space and find what you're looking for. It is not here. It's not here. That's it. It's not here. Excuse me. Can you remove Anna out the live? Thank you. Thank you. Remove Anna out the live. Thank you. No. I want her out. I want her blocked. So she can never come back ever again. Not doing that. I'm not doing it. Guys, if you feel like I have silenced Indigenous voices, go. I don't know why you're here. If you continue to believe that all I want to do is silence Indigenous voices, why would you come back in my space trying to be heard if you think I don't understand that rationale. If I don't feel you're safe for me, I will not go in your space. Period, point blank. I won't. I will not. I'm sorry. That's what it is. This to me is what parasocial responses are like. Like, you really believe that someone owes you something, or you entitled to people in a weird way. And the minute that they hold a boundary toward you, then you're silencing me. No, I am protecting my energy, and I am creating a boundary that you are overstepping, and now you are getting the consequence for overstepping that boundary. I'm going to say that again. I am creating a boundary. I'm creating a boundary in this here space, which is my space. And I'm telling you that if you want answers about the modern warrior and Miss Jones debacle, I've already had that conversation for 3 days straight. I'm not having it today. Go to someone else's live and find your resolve. This ain't it. That's it. There's trolls. Please get them. I want them. I want the trolls. I want them blocked. And valuable conversation. So I want us to have that conversation. I am so glad you came in here, because please come to the live. I am going to invite the Afro-Indigenous people and the Black people, Black women, and we're going to talk about this. We are, I promise.
Yeah,
So we are
it's a
virtuals, Kay.
conversation that definitely needs to be had, because like my mother used to tell us, you will never be able to go anywhere in life unless you know where you came from.
Okay, and I agree.
And at the end of the day, knowledge is power. And
Girl,
if
you know I know.
and if you can stand on something that's facts, then we are arming ourselves for the future.
Okay, I agree. Kay, I want you in that live. Are you committing to coming in that live?
Absolutely. 100. At the end of the day, the more, because I am Afro-Indigenous. However, I've been shunned. I'm Choctaw. That's how I'm able to 100% be able to speak on this with facts, because I am from a tribe that was colonized by our people, by the other half of my.
I want you to. You know that. I've held space for you in the last 3 days. You have been in my lives. You know that. I want to give you that space. Absolutely. But this is not that live. And that's why I want to do this, Meg. I believe this is going to be an amazing live. And it's going to give us a healing. So I definitely want to do it. I do have a date in mind. I do have a time and a date in mind. It's going to have to be in the evenings, because a lot of people work. And so it's going to have to be probably around 6:30 when people are settled in. I'm going to figure it out. And if just by a show of hearts, who wants to attend this live? I just want to see the demographics in this live. I'm going to put a post up just by a show of hearts. Who wants to attend this live? And you don't have to be Black and indigenous. You don't have to be Afro-Black or Black to attend. You can be white. You could be any race. But by a show of hearts, who wants to attend, so I can see how important this is to the people that actually follow me?
That's touching, because we have to know. We have to be able to educate our own. And me being able to tread both Indigenous and African American, I can speak from both sides of the spectrum, if that makes sense. And so I'm only a phone call away, or whatever they call this mess, TikTok away. I'm only a TikTok away. So, and like I said, I'm Choctaw, but I've been shunned. I don't know that side of my family, because
we're going to talk about it.
I'm African American presenting. My hair grows towards the sun. So when I go to Oklahoma, I'm shunned. You know, they don't look at me as a sister, if that makes sense.
I do. It does make sense. And I want to discuss that in a larger way. And I want to also have other Afro-Indigenous people in the live, so they can support your journey. And because I'm not equipped quite yet, I'm educating myself. And so when I do the live, I will be fully educated enough anyway to have this conversation, opposed to me speaking on it and not being knowledgeable of it, because my lives are not just to talk about stuff, but I want to give some action items to help facilitate a healing and a process. So that's what I want to do. So Kay Smith, please hit me up on my DM so we can have a sidebar conversation, because I want to hear from you. Thank you for coming in the box.
No worries, love. Gorgeous by nature. You know I got you, baby. You know I got
you too, honey. You know that already.
All right. Bye, y'all. Have a good one.
You too, dear. So, yeah, Lady Blonde Wolf, you just educated us on some stuff.
what specifically.
No, you told us that there was a freaking pedo. Like I'm not surprised about it being a pedal rink on the fucking, on this app.
This was a while back in the pagan community, and yes, we held this person accountable, but we also went public with it to educate other people as to what is going on within this community. One child even ended up going to the mental facility over this because this adult was encouraging a child that is a cutter to do things within the pagan community that child should not be doing. We've done videos on this on YouTube to educate on things, and it's just, that's why I say, and the lady that I was on live with talking, she had her 12-year-old. Maybe if she knew that, she wouldn't even let her 12-year-old on this app, period. I just watched a video where a 15-year-old was arrested for making threats on a video game, and here the mama is crying and boo-hooing. No, honey, you needed to be monitoring what your child does online, period. In a video game, on apps, any of that. And, that's what I'm saying, is that kids have no business on this app, period.
If you don't believe they should be in a live with an adult, put the crying face. I just want to see what people are thinking in this live.
Because that same 17-year-old was on a poll later on with a grown man facilitating it. And I'm like, no. And she was like, well, I'm taking screenshots and all this other kind of stuff. No 17-year-old has any business on this app. Period.
I would not want I would be very angry with my child if I found out that they were in a live engaging with grown folks. My 17-year-old was not allowed to do that.
No, especially with what we're dealing with now in this country. No.
And I don't know who live, listen, because now I'm seeing some stuff. So context is important. And what I'll say to this is that I would like to know, as an adult in the live, that your lives allow children to be in it so I can exit. Because I want to be safe as well. And I've seen 7 people say that children should be in a live with adults. Wow, that's creepy. That scares me a little bit because I don't want to be in a live with children. I want my...
No.
I don't play them games. I did not say that they cannot be on the app. I said I don't believe that a 17-year-old should be on a live with nothing but adults while they're having adult conversations. Let me preface that, because I don't want people to think if your content is about video games and blah, 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 and doing all that stuff, I can't speak to that, because TikTok will say to you, what demographic do you want to be following you or getting access to you? And so if that's your content, have at it. That's not my content.
I said that they shouldn't be on the app, not Ray. So you can come at me because I'm the one that said it, not Ray. And that's only because of things that I have seen and had to federally report because of stuff that's happened on this app. We have pedophiles that are getting access to this app. We have people sneaking phones in and coming on live streams. And I don't support that either.
Yeah. Here's the thing. You have to understand generational gaps. I'm from an era where when adults were speaking, you got up and you left the room. We weren't allowed to just sit there and have dialogue with adults. You got up, you left the room. When your parents' friends came over, they might have been drinking and playing cards. In my family, you know what you did? You took your ass to your room and played with their children. You wasn't in there watching them drink and play cards. You did what kids do. That's what we did. This is the era I come from. There is a generational gap. And And so, I mean, if you, Divine, I don't, if that sounds abusive to you, I don't feel as when I was growing up um, that I was being abused. Keith, can you come in the box? Because I don't know what you're talking about. Who are you talking to? And you're not adding anyone. But I never said that Julia's space isn't safe. And this is what I'm talking about. And this is what burns my biscuits. Because you coming into my space acting like I said something I didn't say. You're not preferencing it with a question. Because I never said that. I believe Julia's
I did.
holds a very healthy space. Anyway, guys, Gabby, what's up, girl? Gabby, are you there? I think Gabby's
For some
gone.
reason, it's on mute. No, I'm not. I'm here. Hello?
Yeah, okay, there you go, Gabby. We didn't hear you.
Okay. So Keith was responding to someone in the comments that was talking about Julius's live. So it wasn't you.
Oh,
It was
okay.
in regards to the comment. But I wanted to say, I didn't ask you about the age restriction for specifically that person. I was asking, for my own self. But since it did come up, I'm on the fence. I do not agree. I usually do not interact with children. I have, a couple of children that follow me because they're my nephew, and I follow them because they're athletic and they do all these things. But in the instance of that person, she is somebody that I interact with regularly. She is somebody that is in the same adult spaces as I am. Because I recognize that she does add value. Now, again, I wasn't in that live, but I recognize in the conversations that we do have, she does add value. I can't speak to the live that you had and how it got heated and misconstrued, but I can speak to the fact that, people are saying it's creepy that you're talking to children. Nobody is grooming this person. Okay, we're not doing anything, nefarious with her. It's all conversations about life experience and usually statistics. So maybe I'm a hit dollar or hit dog to say, like, you saying you're talking to people on this app makes you creepy. I'm not trying to groom
I didn't
anybody.
say that.
No, I know,
that.
but there were people in the comments that were saying it, and I think that's BS. Yes, I understand that there's grooming happening, and I respect the fact that if you're an adult and you don't want to talk to people that are, under the age of 18 or 21, that's your right and your business, and that's your life, and people should always be forthcoming. But to say that everybody that talks to, a teenager on this app, or talks to children, that's creepy. I'm not a creep. She's the appropriate age that I would have these conversations with her because she has a lot of experience and she knows a lot.
Hold on, Gabby. Hold on, Juju. Hold on, Juju's here. Yeah, Juju. I just want to make sure, everything is okay. But there is falsehood being spread in these comment sections that I'm saying that your live isn't safe. I never said that. So let's just clear that up. But for me, you know how this is. You're a content creator. People lie. People create drama because that's what they need to get clout or whatever, or make their dollars. But I never said that. But people in his comments, they're trying to insinuate that. So that's what is being said, but that's not my words. That's what it is.
As a parent, I have a problem with it. If it were my child, I would have a problem with it. I'm speaking to how I raised my children.
Wait, hold on, Lady Wolf. Thank you, Julius, because so far I've been lied on and no one has ever came to me and asked. I've gotten horrible DMs from people who I thought were my mutuals demanding explanations out of me and never asked me a question, told me what they know about me. And I'm not a person that can be handled like that. So thank you for respecting me enough. As I respect you, if I've ever heard something, I will come directly to you. Thank you for respecting me enough and coming to me and asking me what I said. Thank you so much. You're right. Pink Lady's here. I never said that. Pink Lady could vouch because she is a mutual of both of ours. And I hope you would know that I would never, I love you. I would never, ever disparage your character or your platform. We don't always agree on how the platform should be handled. And we have discussed that many a times. But your core and your essence, the goal for in your platform to me is that you want a healing. And you and I agree on that.
But that little girl never said that she lied about her age to get into Nuggets Live in the first place. That was the other thing I had a problem with. I'm just saying. Yeah. I'm putting it on the child, not on the adult, is what I'm saying.
So thank you, Juju, for actually coming to me and asking me what I said. Because far too many times people hear something and then they respond to it without even asking me, without giving me the grace of a response. And I don't think, especially if you call me your mutual and we've actually had private dialogue, if you can hear what somebody says and automatically believe that, then that's on you. I can't hold space for that. Gabby, I get your point, and you have a right